So you just put the picture on and then you can go watch the dishes or something?
Yeah, like if you see here, I'll show you if I do it. If I press stop video, that's me. It's a picture of me.
Up on the top?
Yeah, in the middle, this one. That's a picture of me from a while ago. Here, I'll show you if I do it. If I press stop video.
What are you holding?
Oh, that's painful, Jim. That's a
What happened there?
Are you holding
a
something?
cauliflower.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. In my previous life, I was an organic vegetable farmer.
I see. So you could just put a picture on, then go do the dishes. And
Yeah. And sometimes Kent's looks very like real. Mine, I think it's a little bit more clear, maybe not. That it's a picture.
Well, yours it's kind of fuzzy, so it's clearly not a.
Yours doesn't look as if you're going to participate.
Right.
Yeah, Kent's looks like she's reaching out to
she's
like.
She's going to participate any minute.
Yes.
She's reaching her for her mute button.
Right.
Exactly, and it's pretty clear that mine is not.
Yes.
It took me a while to realize that was you.
I mean, I do have dogs on me very often.
Now, is that a scarf or a mask?
That's a mask. I was on the boat coming from Nantucket.
Uh-huh.
And the dogs wanted to be on me.
Uh-huh.
And so I was outside. That's what I'm doing. Because it was a nice enough day for me to be outside. Boy, I look tired in that picture, don't I?
You just look serious.
Yeah. That was an interesting time. Oh, look at that kitty cat. Oh my God.
You guys are going to have a lot of fun at the mikveh. That's a beautiful place.
Oh, it really is.
I'm really glad I got a chance to go there when I, converted. So, and I was thinking back, I was saying it was about 10 years ago, but really I think it was also about 13 years ago. So this being the bat mitzvah year is kind of actually the 13th year, I believe.
Right.
So who's talking now?
That's Kent.
Oh.
Kent, are you in a position to show yourself?
I took my camera off. I'm also working on an art project, so I just pulled up my photo, but if you want me to, I'll go grab it.
No, I think Connie was interested in meeting you in the closest to what we can get to be in person. But hi, Judy.
Hi, shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Judy.
Great to have you. All right.
All right.
I think we'll get started with some nigunim.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
You got it.
Remember where I put my guitar. Oh, I got to tune my guitar.
Oh, no.
My tuner on my other guitar.
You know, it's right in bottom line.
What happened? Oh, put it all down. Maybe I never picked it up.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, hello, Judy. Nice to see you. Actually, good to see you. It's true. start a little slow and sad, and hopefully we'll get to a little bit happier. All right. Good Shabbos, Marsha, how are you? I think that's Marsha. Marsha, is that you or is it Stuart? Yes, it's Marsha. Hope the best. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get started with Yidi Nefesh, which Rachel is going to put on the screens for those of us who don't have books in front of us. Do you know how to manage to get this big?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. What kind of a question is that? It's a duh?
No, that was a very smart question.
Yes, page 10. And Connie, since you're here, would you read Yidi Nefesh in English? Starting with Beloved of my soul. Can you see it?
Beloved of my soul, compassionate Father, draw me, your servant, to your desire. Would that I could run like a gazelle and bow before your beauty, for I find your love sweeter than honey or any delight. Beautiful, splendorous light of the world, my soul is sick with love. God, please heal her by bathing her in your serene light, and then she shall surely be strengthened and healed and be your servant forever. Ancient One, let your compassion flow. Have pity on the child whom you love, for I have yearned for so long to see your luminescent power. My God, my beloved, hurry, please do not hide. Please, my beloved, reveal yourself. Spread the sukkah of your love over me. May the whole world be illuminated with your glory, and then we shall be glad and rejoice with you. My lover, come quickly, for the time has come. Have compassion for me, as in the days of old.
Okay, so we will sing together. Feel free to sing behind your mute if you're on Zoom. Okay, so we'll turn to page 11. And Ellen, would you read in English for us from Let Us Go and Sing? Ellen, you're muted.
Now can you hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me now.
Yes.
Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song. Greet us, Adonai, a greater sovereign than all other deities. God's hands form the earth's deep. Mountain crests too are God's work. The sea is God's, for God made it. Dry land was fashioned by God's hands. Come then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai who formed us.
Thank you. So we'll sing together at the top of page 11. Lehud Adonai, L'Adonai, Nariah Sohishenu, L'Kadamah Panav, B'Torah, Bizli Merot, Nariah. Page 12. We'll come together at the arrow on page 12. Arvim Shana Achot Be'enon Ba'oman Zo'e Le'aleh Ve'en Lo Yedot Erachai Asher Matzim Yapi Im Page 12. Anne, would you read page 13 here for us?
Did you say me?
Anne, yes.
And yes,
Okay,
Anne.
never mind.
okay. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Sing to Adonai, praise God's name. Day after day, tell of God's deliverance. Tell the nations of God's glory. Speak of God's wonders among all people. For Adonai is great, surely to be praised, more revered than other gods. For the gods of the nations are man-made idols, but Adonai fashioned the very heavens. Grandeur and glory where God's honored are. Strength and joy where God is found. Offer to Adonai, peoples of the world. Offer to Adonai honor and strength. Offer to Adonai the honor due God's name. Bring a gift of thanksgiving and enter God's presence.
Thank you. We will turn now to page 15. Adonai malach tagil haaretz yisluhu i'im rabim anan va'arefel slivav tzedek u'mishpat mechon yisfol. Sandy, would you read page 15 for us, please? Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad. Sandy, you're muted. Sandy, you're still muted.
Okay, I'll start again.
Go ahead.
Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad. The many distant lands rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about. Flashes of lightning illumine the land. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth. The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory.
Thank you. We turn to page 16. Light is sown for the righteous, and joy. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, God, as you pronounce the divine holy name. And we'll sing together. Oh, have Adonai Sinura, Shomer Nafshot Hasita B'Yad Shahim Yatzileh, Or Zaru Tzadik, Urshelem Simcha, Simcha Tzadikim B'Adonai, Lo Zecher Kusho. Page 17. Mizmor Shiru Ladonai Shir Hadash Shir Nikolau Tasah Oshia Lo Yemino Uzuro Kosho Adonai Yeshua Tov, Ve'Elohim Yilatzikato, Zachar Hasto Ve'emunato, Le'Beit Yisrael, Kent, would you read on page 18 in English? Call out to Adonai. Not sure if she's there.
She's washing the dishes.
She's
Did you say me, Kent?
Yes, Kent, please.
All right. Is there any way to make it slightly bigger?
Yes. Give me one sec.
It's kind of faded, so,
Is it
or is it up
blurry?
to me to make it large?
No, I think if you're using a computer, I don't think you can.
Is that better, Kent?
That's beautiful. Okay.
Okay, great.
Call out to Adonai, all the earth, break out in joyful singing, sing to Adonai of the music of the lyre. Lyre and voices make music together with horns and shofar cries, trumpet the presence of the sovereign Adonai. Let the sea and all that is in it roar, the earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony, greeting Adonai who comes to judge the earth, judging the world with justice and the nations with truth.
We will turn now to the Chadodi on page 23.
Excuse me, Rabbi. The
Yeah.
problem we're having is that your instrument is much closer to the microphone than your voice is. The voice does not come through.
Ah,
Tell when you're leading the
well,
words.
let's try.
If you
Let-
could lift it.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'll move the microphone from over here to over to my computer, and we'll see if that works any
Oh,
better.
that's a good idea.
That
Sound a
sounds
lot better
great.
now, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ann, for letting us know.
Always good to jump in.
All right, and that means, Rachel, you need to
Oh.
exit the sound. So down here. No, I'm sorry, and where your controls are.
Oh.
So I get that
It's
wrong.
okay.
So go to here, go to the green.
Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah,
There we go. And you go to where it says, no, you can't mute. You've got to actually, oh my gosh. Leave computer audio. There you go. I'm not sure that it is, but we will do our best. All right, we'll see how this goes, and feel free from your Zoom room to give us feedback, and we will see how it goes. Okay, L'chad Odi, page 23. We'll do the first two. The second verse on page 24 and the final verse on page 25. L'chad Odi likrat kalai yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat lekabela l'chad Odi likrat kalai yalalai 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 pnei Shabbat lekabela Amor bezachor v'diborecha ishbiyahu el ha'yuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet le'vitzilah l'chad Odi likrat kalai yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela l'chad Odi likrat kalai yalalai 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat l'chu b'nelcha ki mekor ha'beracha merosh mikedem nisucha sof ma'aseh b'machshet tefila l'chad Odi likrat Kala Yalala 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Lehadodi Ligat Kala Yalala 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Hitoreri Kira Ore Umi Ori Shidameri Rodadonaya Laikigla Lechadodi Likat Kala Yalala 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Lechadodi Likat Kala Yalala 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. All right, so we'll turn to page 25 for the final verse. I invite you to rise as you are able. Some people have the custom of opening the door to welcome in the Shabbat bride. In CCB, we have the custom of giving the person who came in closest to this moment. That would be you. You get the honor of being the Shabbat bride. It's not a gendered experience, so men can also be the Shabbat bride. So it's really wonderful to welcome. You can. I don't think the dogs will run away, but just don't open it the whole way because they might get some ideas. Oh, that door is open. The Shabbat bride, both doors are open. The Shabbat bride can get in without any problem. Boi v'shalom atet ba'ala gam b'simcha uv'tzola tov emoneh am sikula Boi chala Lehadodi likat kala Alalai 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Lehadodi likat kala Alalai 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Lehadodi likat kala Alalai 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela Lehadodi likat kala Alalai 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 B'nai Shabbat Nikabela. All right, so we will turn now to page 27. Arthur, are you willing to read?
Yes.
Great. You might need to come a little closer to the microphone since we've moved it, but I'll have you read on page 27 a psalm, the song for the day of Shabbat.
Where's the other dog?
Hiding under the piano bench.
Okay.
They are incredibly good natured.
They're lovely, lovely hounds.
You come over and say something?
The song of the day of Shabbat. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name, Most High, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. Finger the lute, pluck the harp, let the sound of the lyre rise up. You gladdened me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. How wonderful are your works, Adonai, how subtle your designs. The arrogant do not understand. The fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever. But you, Adonai, are exalted for all time.
You can continue on page 28, Arthur.
Continued. Surely Your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered. As a wild bull raises up its horn, you raised my head high, anointed it with fresh oil. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. In old age, they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
Thank you. So we'll come together in song on page 28, where it says Tzaddik Tamar, the little arrow. Tzaddik Tamar Yifrach Ka'eres Balvanon Yisgeh Shetulim Bevet Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Deseva Deshenim Vera'ananim Yiyu Le'agid Ki Yashar Adonai Suri velo alatabo. Page 29, Adonai Malakele Shlavesh Adonai Otitoza Aftikon Tel Baltimore Nachon Kisachameas Meolamata. The rivers rise up, Adonai, the rivers raise up their roar, the rivers raise up their waves. Mikolot Maim Rabim Adirim Ishperim Adir B'marum Adonai Erotech Ne'emnu Me'od Levetcha Nahava Kodesh Adonai Leorech Yamim. So we turn to page 30 for the mourner's Kaddish. If anyone is in mourning or commemorating a yard site and would like to share the name of the person they're remembering, please feel free to share that name. I will share the name of Shirley Goldstone, a resident at 100 Center Street, who was buried the day before Shavuot on Sunday. And we will remember all of the victims of the violence in Israel, Palestine, and Gaza, loss of life, loss of security. And we'll say Kaddish now, page 30. Please rise as you are able. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma Divrach Yirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon V'mechon, V'chayedech O Beit Yisrael, V'agala V'vizman Kachriv, V'imramen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Olmei Amaya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yipa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. Yitadar, Yitalev, Yitalav, Shemeda Kudsha, Rechu, Ve'ela min kol birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, V'amiran, V'alama, V'imramen. Yehei Shlam Rabba min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu, V'yokol Yisrael, V'imramen. V'oseh Shalom V'imramav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'yokol Yisrael, V'yokol Yoshvei Tihel, V'imru. Amen. So I'll invite you to rise again as you are able for page 39A for the Baruch Hu. And you can face the Torah, and it's in the ark. You can face east, which is this direction, or you can face where you think Jerusalem is in your own center. And that's also fine. So page 39A. Barechu et Adonai Hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Vaed.
Baruch Hamavorach Le'olam Vaed. You may be seated. Judy, are you willing to read? Let's see. Okay, I'll take that as a. Oh yes. Oh, you. There you go. Great. The first bracha before the Shema, page 39a, Judy.
We rise as we are called by the leader's words, the invitation to prayer. Praise God Adonai, to whom all praise is directed.
Praise Adonai, to whom all praise is directed forever and ever. And then you can continue with Baruch Atah Adonai, our God. A little bit down.
Baruch Atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's direction. The day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their place in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes the past into night, who distinguished day from night, and the night devote is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who bringeth each evening's thus.
Amen. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavir ben yom uben laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv, Haravim. Okay, page 40, we sing together. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael, Amecha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochvenu uvkumenu, Nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu be'orech yamenu, be'orech yamenu, ki behem negeh yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu be'orech yamenu, uvehem negeh yomam v'layla, v'yavatecha al tasim mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 41. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'chol nafshecha u'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam V'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha b'derech, uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובישעריך. Page 42, we continue silently. Please feel free to use the words of the tradition or the meditations of your own heart. Santa bedreigde. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לדבר. Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 43, V'imana kol zot kayam aleinu, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu v'ein zulato v'anachnu Yisrael Amo. This is our enduring affirmation binding on us, that Adonai is our God and there is none other, and we, Israel, are God's people. So we'll turn to page 44. U'malchuto ratzon kibalu aleihem Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael lecha'anu shira b'simcha rabba v'yameru chulam mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha Nedar b'kodesh Nora tehilot Osef ele Malchutecha Ra'u v'necha V'ogeyam lifnei Moshe Ze'eli Adu v'yamru Adonai imloch Le'olam v'hed V'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov Ugalo chazak mimenu Baruch ata Adonai Gal Yisrael. Amen. So sorry about that. We had a little dog escape action there. So that was unexpected. All right. Ellen Saru, will you be willing to read page 45? Allow us Adonai.
Doc wants to read.
The doggy wants to read. Oh, she wants her dinner. It's her dinner time, and she's telling us it's dinner time. Okay. Ellen, did you hear me? Would you like to read? If you do, please unmute yourself.
Trouble with her internet.
Yes. Okay. So Ellen, we'll assume that you're having trouble. We won't. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Great.
Just takes me a bit.
That's fine. No problem. No problem.
The second bracha after the Shema.
Exactly.
Peace in the night. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully, and in Israel too. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. I feel like asking and Gaza too, but I don't know that that's appropriate.
It is. I think we want peace everywhere.
Yes.
Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, Yal kol amo Yisrael, Yal Yerushalayim. Okay, so invite you to rise as you are able. The people, on page 46, the people Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it as an everlasting covenant throughout all generations. It is a sign between me and the people Israel for all time, that in 6 days Adonai made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day ceased from work and rested. V'shameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לדוח אותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נחש. So we'll continue now with the Chatzi Kaddish, and then we will go directly into the first 3 brachas of the Amidah, which we will say out loud, and then we will continue silently. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, v'yamad yivrach yirteh, v'yamlich machuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon, u'chayedecho beit Yisrael, bagala bagala, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויפאר בדרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר, ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי לקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירם בימה ואמרו amen. It's okay if they play.
It's time to play.
It's time to play. It's time to daven. It's time to play. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotzeinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, v'Gonei Hakol, ויבוא מאוד, והביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו ואהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד אתה, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו בשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומזו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים, אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך הסלע, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We'll continue silently. You can just watch the dogs play. אתה קידשת את יום השביעי בשמך. אלוהינו ואלוהינו שלנו. יסער אלוהינו וחדש. אישי ישראל ותהילתם בעולם. Shalom Aleichem. עשה לו נשמך עשה ימינך עשה נשמך עשה Turn back to page 51 for Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Nasi Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Nasim Leolam. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael bechol ובכל שעה תשלומך. שלום רב הישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב הישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם, תשים Leolam. All right, so we will now turn to the Misha Berach. I don't know, Rachel, if you have the,
Oh, I do.
that's amazing. It's page 173 in your books, I believe. I'll just double check that.
Yes.
Great, 173 for the Misha Berach. And so I'll invite everyone to unmute themselves who has someone they'd like to name for healing. So Sandy, why don't you go ahead?
Ellen Zuniga, David Engel, Yair and Rosemary Alroy, Alvin Glazerman.
Thank you. Judy.
Coco, Naomi Glazel, Faye Kravitz, Nedley Goldman.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ann.
Daniel Moshe ben Yosef ben Yaakov Hanabati.
Okay, great. Marcia, was there someone you wanted to mention? Take that as a no. Okay. In this room, Rachel?
Start with someone else. I'll
Okay.
get there in a minute. Thank you.
Arthur, no? Do you have anyone you'd like to mention? No?
Rachel Rabinowitz.
Rachel. Tamar Miriam?
I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
It'll come back.
It'll come after the Misha Berach stuff.
Yeah.
Me. Oh, wait a second. We can't see it, Rachel. It's the Debbie Friedman one. So you got to move
Oh.
to the.
Who's the page to the right?
It's on the top. It's in the top
Oh, yes, yes.
margin. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Great. Mi shebeh avotenu bekor bracha imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the one before us, help us find the courage to make our part the blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi shebeh imotenu bekor bracha v'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Okay. So we'll just take a moment before we continue with the Elenu. Just tomorrow morning, we'll be here to read the Torah. And just going to grab, I read it in the Russian service before, but this is the Parashat Naso, has some of the most challenging parts of the Torah, but it also has one of the most beautiful passages, one of the oldest passages in our liturgy. It's one of the few places in the Torah that's explicitly marked as liturgy, and I think it's appropriate at this moment as we all keep Connie's granddaughter in our hearts. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Speak to Aaron and his sons, thus shall you bless the people of Israel. Say to them, the Lord bless you and protect you. The Lord deal kindly and graciously with you. The Lord bestow God's favor upon you and grant you peace. Thus they shall link my name with the people of Israel, and I will bless them. V'daber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el Aharon, v'el banav lemor, kol tevarechu et bnei Yisrael, amor lahem. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom, v'samu et shemi al libi al bnei Yisrael, v'ani avarachem. So we'll turn now to page 56, and we'll continue with the Elena. Take your time. It's actually really helpful to see what's up here so I know not to rush. There we go. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'tov, la'tet gdula liot evereshim, shelo asanu k'gayei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסר הארץ, ומושב יתקרבו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס סולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום וישיבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת עינו. על כן נכבד לך אדוני אלוהינו להיראות מארץ עברת זכר. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני מלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Okay, so we will turn now. Let's see. In this book, we have Yigdal. So we will sing Yigdal, page 62. But before we do, just want to thank everyone for being here with us, either in person or on Zoom. So lovely to have a kahal. And I really want to thank, extra big thank you for Rachel, to Rachel, for taking care of all the tech stuff tonight. This is the first time in more than a year that I was actually just able to lead Kabbalat Shabbat and not have to be fumbling back and forth and, trying to turn the pages and play the guitar at the same time. It's just like an amazing, you're now really a rabbi, right? Because you can do the tech. Exactly. So anyway, I'm very grateful to you. So this has been really great. All right, so good. We'll finish with Yigdal, page 62. יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח, נמצא ויענת אל מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא ידעו קדושתו, אדון בכל בלך אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית בראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם בכל נוצר יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתן נועל, אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד נביא ומביט את תמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעם מועל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא יכול לפעל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתכנו, מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רק כרישתו, ישלח לחץ ימין משיחנו, לפדות מחבקי חץ ישועתו, מתים יחייל ברוך חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו, מתים יחייל ברוך חסדו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו. They know it's the end.
Look at that.
He's ready to go. He is poised and ready to pounce.
Rapt audience.
And my gosh, there's nothing like having a dog run in the middle of the Amidah. That was awesome, guys. That was
It the
amazing.
black one who did it.
Yes.
Started playing with the
He
other
started playing, exactly. Puck is older. Oh, thank you. Puck is older than Rosie, but he loves to run around and play, who knows? So good Shabbos, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Good Shabbos, Ellen and Ann and Ellen in Brookline and Rachel and Judy and Kent and Marcia or Stuart. I'm sorry, I've never figured out if you were actually Marcia or Stuart. And Sandy and Arthur, and it was so good to see you. Remind me of your name. Francis, right? And Francis, and that's it. So good Shabbos, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Well,
Oh, it was
Shabbos.
Stuart. Oh, good, it was Stuart. We figured it out. It was Stuart at the
Yeah,
end.
I'm here. Yeah,
Good. I'm so glad, Stuart. So great to hear your voice.
thank you.
All right. See you all soon.
hi.
I think actually it's my meeting. Yeah.